podcast. My name is Lester. So today, wala ulit si Tito Paolo pero nakikita nyo naman meron tayong kasamang iba.
Hello po everyone. So today we have a special guest for this YouTube talk.
Yeah.
Please everyone welcome Graham Caygill.
Thanks guys, thanks for having me.
Yes.
So Graham he's on YouTube and he hosts the Superstar Street Singing.
Street Singing Superstar.
Yes, the
Wow.
Street
The
Singing
newest
Superstar.
online singing search show.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it and where you
Yeah.
are on the
Yeah.
social media?
Hi guys, my name is Graham Caygill. You can follow me at Graham Caygill on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I post it everywhere. So yeah, if you like X Factor or music or singing stuff, you might like my content because I
Yeah.
go around the streets and I ask people, "Gusto mong kumanta?"
Alright.
Next. He's here. Laughing. We were just talking about you.
Though I've been there for some time, I was there outside,
Wow.
and then I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to
Wait, you
interrupt
should-
kasi you guys.
It's your show.
It's not my show.
You took over.
No. Spill the Beats has its own, has its I don't know, its own vibe. No,
Nah.
we actually switch it up. We switch it up. So Graham, you were saying you were training to be semi-professional
Oh, yeah.
for football.
So in England, but that's what I was doing before I moved to Philippines. I had a little
Yeah.
business there, and
Okay.
then I was playing semi-professional,
Okay.
and then came here on a family vacation with my
Yeah.
mother, and I was here for like 5 weeks. So I trained. I like wanted to train and just to see how I could do
yeah.
in the heat, and then
heat.
yeah, honestly, that was difficult.
Yeah.
And then got home, and they offered
Uh-huh.
me a contract, so I packed my bags, flew straight back.
Yeah.
And literally, I had a game in like nearly Scotland, in
Okay.
England in March, right? And that was
Yeah.
freezing cold. It was on a Tuesday night, freezing cold. Literally, the ice, the ground was frozen.
Yeah.
Flew to the Philippines the next day, trained the next day in Philippines in March
Wow.
in
Wow.
BGC, no shade.
Yeah.
That was like crazy. I was like, every time
Yeah.
there was a water break, I would
Yeah.
run to the toilet, splash myself with water.
Yeah.
I thought I can't do this,
Yeah.
but.
But you got offered
Yeah.
a contract.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was very,
Yeah.
very lucky to be able to do that. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I take it for granted sometimes, but
Mhm.
they gave me the opportunity to play football every day, to travel, play in front of a lot of people. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's an amazing.
How's the league here? Is it still by? Because I just remember the day of the Ascals.
Oh yeah,
Are they still around?
yeah, that scar's still going, but
Yeah.
the professional league isn't. I think it starts in a few weeks, but it isn't as popular as it used to be.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't even realize we had
That's
a
the thing.
professional league now.
exactly, that's the thing.
Tito.
Wow, I didn't
Well,
know that.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's they should be marketing it and doing
Ah.
it properly. They have big funding. They had like money from Singapore and all sorts like coming in. But
Oh.
where's it gone? Like, you haven't seen anything. I am a
That's
football
true.
fan. An ex-football player from this league.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
So it's in Manila. We're not talking regional. It's just here in Manila.
So when I first came over, it was all in Manila.
Yeah.
And there was 20 teams, 2 leagues, 20
Not
teams.
bad.
Now
It's not
there's, and then now it's like 6 teams, 1 league.
6?
6, and there's
Mm.
teams trying to drop out, but they
Yeah, big.
kind of made it nationwide at one point. So we were like
Yeah.
flying to like Bacolod and
Yeah.
but it's not as we're trying to. It's good to bring it to the fans and bring it to the provinces because they don't get the opportunity to see the games and the players and stuff.
Yep.
But because Philippines is split up by so many islands, it's very difficult to
Mhm.
do it like that. Because we were living in I actually after Meralco, I played for a team in Vigan.
Okay.
Ilocos United. So
Yeah.
we played in our stadium was in Ilocos. We played there. Our fans were there.
Yeah.
But all our games were in Bacolod, Davao, Manila,
Yeah.
Cebu. So we would drive on a bus from Vigan, 8
Yeah.
hours to the airport.
Wow.
Take
Ah,
take the plane to Bacolod, then
Yeah.
play, then fly all the way back, then train, then do it all the time. So it's so difficult unless you've got private jets and
Yeah.
all that stuff like they have in the States and for the professional
Yeah.
teams, then it's not going to work. So
So it's really life on the road, right?
That kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
A
how's
little bit.
how's the reception though? Because in the Philippines, the number one sport here has always been basketball.
Basketball.
So
I said to Leia, that's the number one question.
yeah. So how was the reception for you guys when you play football? Because I know a lot of Filipinos who really play are
Mhm.
either from the army or the
Okay, yeah.
navy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a good reception, man. Like, one of the first tournaments I played in for the
Mhm.
team, we flew to Singapore.
Okay.
And they had an amazing fan base, like the Filipino community in Singapore. They came out to the games. There was one time, you know, Phil, young husband.
Yeah.
So he was like,
yeah.
so I'll tell you a quick story about him actually.
Okay.
So like when I was
Yeah.
when I was a kid,
Uh-huh.
right, I was like 15, and had a game called Football Manager,
Okay.
and like Lester there on the computer,
Yeah.
I would play Football Manager, and the first person I would always buy would be Phil and James because they're Filipino.
Okay.
So I would buy them the first time, and then I moved to Philippines, play football, go to Singapore. I'm in the same room as these guys, like they're my roommates, teammates,
Yeah.
like so crazy, like
Yeah.
how it all works out in the end. And then yeah, one time we were in a mall in Singapore handing
Mhm.
out leaflets, trying to get support for our game.
Yeah.
Even in Singapore, the whole food court was Filipinos. Right? We went down an escalator. I was with Phil. We were going around the mall trying to give out leaflets. I was going down the escalator.
Yeah.
And then, like, I just heard, like, oh, see Phil. And everyone in the food court, like, turns around, looks at the escalator. We
Yeah.
start running up the escalator because they all trying to come up to try to take a picture. We went out
Yeah.
a fire exit
Yeah.
and, like, just kind of ran off because it was mad, like a
Yeah.
stampede in
Wow.
Singapore of Filipinos. Like, that's how much support they have, like, and it's not
That's
just
good.
I feel like it wouldn't just be football. If any like Filipino like team or anyone would go out there,
Yeah.
like that's the power of the Filipinos. They support their countrymen.
How's they're brothers, right? There's
Yeah.
Phil and
James, yeah.
James. How is it to get to know them on more of a personal level?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I say, like I used to like when I was roommates with Phil because we play the same position,
Yeah.
and like I would be in in the same like hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, bro, I used to buy you.
Yeah.
I used to buy you on my
you,
football
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
And now you're in bed with your brother complaining about how bad we are together.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is sick. But no, man, like that's kind of what, like that's what I like the fact that I idolize people. Or not idolize, but look up to these guys
Yeah.
because it's reachable.
Mhm.
Why not? Why can't I be on the same level? Why can't I
Mm.
like play in the same team as these guys? Like,
Mhm.
like it gives you like the ability to do it. So
Yeah. So you got to spend time with them. I'm just wondering how many positions are there in football? I'm not that familiar.
so yeah, in a football team, you have 11 players.
11.
So you you have one keeper.
Yep.
I'm gonna say the formation is 4-4-2. So
Gotcha.
4 defenders,
Yeah.
4 midfielders, and 2 strikers.
Okay.
That's like traditional. Maybe not so much now.
Yeah.
So the 2 strikers would be me and Phil.
All right.
Like that's what was in Singapore. So
Okay. So any of the old Ascals still around, or everyone's it's all new blood
Phil's
now?
just moved to back to England.
Mhm.
James is still playing. Yeah, all the Ascal guys are going, man. Yeah, they're still
They're
going.
gone. They're gone. They're still
Still
they're
going. Like
they're still
Stefan
going.
Schrock, Ali Borromeo,
All
still
right.
playing football and still in and amongst football.
Oh, all right. So Borromeo's still around?
Yeah, he's not playing for the Ascals, or I think he might be playing for like a local team or coaching, but still in
Ah.
professional like daily
Okay.
coaching.
Okay. Funny thing is, I know his older brother.
Oh,
I used to
nice.
see him when he was so young.
No way.
Yeah. So all right. So that was your reason for coming here to the Philippines.
Yeah, man.
So what was the transition on? I started seeing you on Say's
On Say's
YouTube, and
Yeah.
you guys went to an event where you rode that limo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the high you thing, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Say's awesome. So I was doing a collaboration with
Mhm.
Daniel Marsh.
Yeah.
So we like went to like a kids play area.
Yeah.
I asked them if we could go there. So like the ball pit slides,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I asked.
Good old times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So I asked permission to go after hours, and they let us do it. And I
Mhm.
invited Daniel Marsh to come and film it too.
Mhm.
And then after we went out for a few drinks, and he introduced me to Say, and Say was like, "Oh, let's make some videos."
Yeah.
And she's awesome. So, like a lot of, she like followed through with it, and
Yeah.
she invited me, and she like gave me exposure and helped me out. So I'm
I
forever
know.
grateful. And
And
she's a good friend.
you've also been on Ayin's podcast.
oh, Ayin, legend.
Yeah.
Also a
Ayin
legend.
Burnham.
Yeah, Ayin Burnhouse, because
Alright.
Ayin had a no, she still has a podcast.
Camp
Yeah.
Confidence.
Camp Confidence.
Camp Confidence. Right. So
Really good.
eventually, it's gonna be Leia having a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's
That's
Leia
it.
doing? How's Leia doing?
She's
Lester?
doing good actually.
Yeah, first
Sip,
time.
sip.
Oh, Leia, how are
No.
you?
I'm good. and
Baptism
you?
of fire. We just immediately put you there.
Yeah. Caught
hot
out
seat.
of the blue, but kaya.
Kaya,
Kaya naman, everything's good.
Yeah.
Graham, it's now street singing superstar. How did
Yeah.
you transition from football
To-
to street singing superstar?
That's
So what happened when you stopped the football?
yeah. So when I stopped football,
Mhm.
at that time I was also doing modeling at the same time
Yeah.
because I really believe you need to have two things.
Going.
You can't just have one thing.